My name is Linda. Welcome to my channel. Before we get to my video, I would like to do a disclaimer. All products mentioned and used in my videos are not sponsored. If you have a favorite brand, use your favorite brand. Thank you. Today I'll be roasting a chicken, I should say chicken legs, for Mother's Day. Now, if you want to roast the whole chicken for Mother's Day, you can use the same recipe. But since I'm by myself, I prefer legs. It's easier to freeze that way. Now, what you'll need is the chicken, of course, olive oil, freshly squeezed lemon juice, garlic, rosemary, lemon zest. On to the recipe. The first thing I'm going to show you to do is how to get the rosemary off the stem. You just do a reverse, grab it, and just strip it. That's how you get it. Now we're going to cut this up on a chopping board and just rock it back and forth. That's how you cut it up. You just keep rocking it back and forth. I got the zest of 1 lemon in there, 1/4 cup lemon juice. Now I gotta measure my olive oil. I'm going to put a 1/4 cup in there. So I measure a 1/4 cup and put that in there. The next thing to go in would be the garlic. I gotta do my garlic now. Running 2 cloves of garlic through the garlic press. Now, we're going to add more rosemary in there too. We're going to be mixing it up with a spoon. I grab any spoon to mix it all up. And we're going to be dumping the chicken in here. What I'm doing right now is adding the chicken legs that I cleaned to the marinade. And just mix it up. If you want to add a little bit more oil to it and lemon juice, you can. I'm adding a little bit more lemon juice to it. And I'm going to add some more olive oil. That way I have more of a marinade to cover the chicken. Just a little bit more. There's no accurate measurements to it, you know what I mean? It's a marinade. You put what you like in it. And you mix it all up. I like garlic in here, so I got 2 cloves in here. Now, I will let this marinade while I get the potatoes ready. And all I'm going to be doing is chopping up the potatoes, putting them in a pan, and I'm going to mix up some more marinade for the potatoes. Did the same thing as before. I chopped up the rosemary already. Like this. Same thing. We're doing the same thing for the taters. Now, I got 3 cloves of garlic here. I'm going to put another one in with the chicken because I want to make sure I got enough garlic in the chicken. So, 2 garlic cloves going in for the marinade for the potatoes. 2 goes in. 2 goes in. I'll put this one with the chicken, which is over there. I'm just dumping it in here. You can't see me do it, but I'm doing it over here on my kitchen table. Now, we got the garlic in there. This is the zest from the other half of lemon. That goes in too. Here is a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And I'm going to dump some rosemary in there, like I did for the chicken. Now, rosemary is strong spice, so you got to be careful how much you use. And a 1/4 cup olive oil. Olive oil going in. Now I'll mix it up with a different spoon. See, these are baby red potatoes. I'm going to be getting off the bad spots and putting them into the water and cutting them in half. So I got that off. And then I'll cut them in half and put it in the water. I'll be doing all my potatoes like that. Now you can see that I did a whole pan full. I forgot one thing that I have to put in both. I gotta put some salt in there because you gotta have salt to make it flavorful. So I forgot that, so I'm just adding it now. So I'm adding it, and I'll continue adding the potatoes. I will actually be starting the potatoes first, which means I'm going to start cooking the potatoes without the chicken. Then after a half hour, I'll add the chicken to it. So now I'll be adding the potatoes to the pan. I put some foil in the bottom of the pan. See, it's easier to stir them up now. And now I'll start preheating the oven to 350. And I'll mix this up. And I'll get those started. I'm stirring the chicken up. But this time when I stir the chicken, I'm going to put a little bit of salt on there. And mix it up. See, since I'm by myself, I'm only doing 4 legs. The rest of the legs, I will be freezing for a different meal. I'll put some more salt on there. And this is pink Himalayan salt that I'm using. I just sprinkle it a little bit. That way they can marinate in the marinade while the potatoes are cooking. I said before, this recipe is for Mother's Day. If you want to do a whole chicken, do a whole chicken. Now, if you don't like chicken, you can do anything you want. Let's suppose you want to serve your mother breakfast in bed. Make sure on a tray that you're serving it, that there's a little cash there, like at least a 20, so you're tipping your mom. All moms need some cash. Don't let them fool you. They need some cash too. While the oven is preheating to 350, here's a clip of a sunset with a near miss between 2 planes. That was a close one with the airplanes. Now I'll be starting to cook the potatoes for a half hour, then I'll add the chicken. Half hour later. The chicken is now marinating. As I took the potatoes out of the oven, and no, it's not been a half hour. I'm just stirring them up. You might have to cook them a little bit longer because the chicken legs don't take as long as the potatoes do. So I'm just making sure that they get coated with the marinade, because we want to make sure they have all the seasoning. Now I might add a little bit more rosemary to it too. What you can do too is crush it between your hands and then just sprinkle it on top. I'll get some more. Just put it on top. There we go. And back in the oven they'll go. Piece of foil to the top. Now I'm actually going to raise the temperature up to 400 degrees because I'm going to preheat it for the chicken legs. So up goes the temperature to 400. And in it goes. That way it steams it too. Some butter on top, so it has plenty of butter, because I like a lot of butter on taters. Butter and taters go hand in hand. So that's the butter. Now I'll be putting this down, and I will be adding the chicken. I'll be adding the chicken now. There's the chicken. I'll put one leg over there. That way it can flavor the, maybe 2 legs over there. That way I'll flavor the taters too. And 2 legs over here. And I'm not wasting the juice. Put some over here, and I'll put some more over there. There we go. I don't waste it. It'll cook in the oven. Now, back in the oven it goes. I'm just going to be stirring the potatoes and moving the chicken over here. I'm stirring the potatoes up. Just making sure they don't stick to the pan. Yeah, I want to make sure that they're not sticking. There we go. Now I can put the chicken back on top of the potatoes. That's what you do. You just stir it up, put the chicken back on top. I'll leave that one there. Put it back in the oven to cook some more. Now I'm going to baste it with a little bit of butter. Just a little bit. I know it has a marinade on it with olive oil. But I'm just making sure it has a little extra flavor. If you watch my videos before, you know me with butter. Butter and me is best friends. So is fat cells. But I don't mind losing fat cells. Now I'm going to be taking out the chicken because it's got to be done by now. And the taters got to be done. There we go. There we go. Yep, that's done. Now I'll be heating up the wax beans. And yes, I'm just using a can of wax beans. So let me scoot this over so you can see. And I will be turning on the burner and just heating this up. Then I'll be plating it up in a little bit. I just got to heat these up. This is what it looks like done. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, put it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.